is something pretty interesting. Amazon is paying some of its employees to tweet positive stories about the company. That sounds very strange. Why is that? The answer is that all over this country, Amazon employees who work for the wealthiest person on earth, a man worth $155 billion, are paid wages so low that they are having a real hard time getting by. And they're getting tired of it. There is also growing concern at Amazon about the working conditions there.
I'm very proud of our working conditions.
Let me briefly relate to you a few of the stories that Amazon employees have told us. A former employee from Fort Worth, Texas, said, "I was homeless, sleeping in the parking lot after I no longer could afford rent." Another former worker said, "I have emotional trauma from working there as well as physical. It felt worse than being in jail some days."
Maybe that's why Amazon is experimenting with drones, because they work and they don't complain.
A former Amazon worker from San Antonio told us, "Amazon's fulfillment centers are not designed with human beings in mind. If anyone wanted to experience what a turn of the 20th century American sweatshop might have looked, sounded, and felt like, they could look no further than Amazon." These are just a few of the many people who have written into us about Amazon's unfair treatment of their employees and their poverty-level wages.
I'm very proud of the culture that we have at Amazon.
Meanwhile, Amazon CEO Jeff Bezos, his wealth increases by another $260 million every single day. You got that? You might think that he had enough money to pay his workers a decent wage. And yet, that is not the case. Bezos continues to pay many thousands of his Amazon employees wages that are so low that they are forced to depend upon public assistance programs like food stamps, Medicaid, and subsidized housing just to survive. Here is the bottom line. The working families and the middle class of this country should not have to subsidize the wealthiest people in America. Not the owner of Amazon, not the owner of Walmart, not the owners of the fast food industry, not the wealthy owners of other large corporations. When you add it all up, low-wage employers across the country receive a subsidy of nearly $153 billion every year from U.S. taxpayers, according to a 2015 report from the University of California. That is what a rigged economy is all about. Working people subsidizing billionaires. And that has got to change. And the good news is, people are standing up and fighting back against corporations like Amazon, which refuse to pay a living wage to their employees.
Amazon workers are voicing their concerns over what they call unfair conditions at company warehouses.
In the past 2 months, very brave workers at Disneyland and Disney World successfully negotiated a new contract with Disney for a minimum wage of $15 an hour. When asked how he planned to spend his incredible fortune, Jeff Bezos said,
"The only way that I can see to deploy this much financial resource is by converting my Amazon winnings into space travel."
Well, Mr. Bezos, space travel is interesting, but let's take care of first things first. Instead of spending billions of dollars going to Mars or wherever, how about treating your workers right here on planet Earth with the respect and dignity they deserve? The truth is that Jeff Bezos can play a very important role in addressing the crisis of low-wage work in America. If Mr. Bezos announced tomorrow that no one who works at Amazon will earn less than $15 an hour, it would be an example heard throughout our economy. Other companies would follow. Mr. Bezos, do the right thing. Let us address one of the great crises facing the United States of America, and that is that millions of our people are earning wages that are just too low. Thank you.